pen? Your pen is right here.
Thank you.
Great, I'll call the meeting to order. Can we state the pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. First item on the agenda is action items from district-wide administration.
If you don't have a resolution, I can read it for the board if you'd like. Be it resolved that upon a review of the findings of fact and recommendation of the duly appointed hearing officer in the Civil Service Law 75 disciplinary proceeding against the employee named in confidential attachment A, and upon a review of the record of the hearing transcript, the exhibits submitted on behalf of the district and the employee, the Board of Education of the Half Hollow Hills Central School District hereby adopts the finding that respondent is guilty of charges 1 and 2 preferred against the employee, and upon such finding of guilt, adopts the penalty of termination. And be it further resolved that effective October 1st, 2015, the employee's services in the district are hereby terminated. And be it further resolved that the district clerk is hereby directed to provide a copy of the resolution and the entire record of the hearing to the Suffolk County Department of Civil Service.
Do we have a motion?
Motion?
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? All those in favor? Great.
The second item I have came as a bit of a surprise. On the 28th of September, I received a letter from a guidance counselor, Lynn Michalowski, seeking to resign her position, and I only bring it now is because she respectfully requested in her letter that the resignation date be effective as early as possible. That's what she asked for in her letter. So we have resignation of Lynn Michalowski, guidance counselor at school east.
Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? All those in favor? And then the third one is the NYSSBA convention. I can read the resolution. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approves 5 board members to attend the NYSSBA annual convention in New York City from October 18th through 20th, 2015, and further authorizes the district to pay registration and reasonable related expenses in accordance with district policy. Mr. Geringswald, Mrs. DiSabato, Mrs. Akinpuri, Mrs. Gearin, and Mr. Kleinberg have expressed their desire to attend the convention. So do we have a motion to fund that?
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Now, what are the expenses that we're going to be agreeing upon? Because I know that in the beginning, like when we had our reorganization meeting, when I had requested going, it came up to see, do we have money? Will we have money for all of us to go? So my question is, so now what are the reasonable expenses?
Yeah. Before, can we do the comments or questions after we get a motion on the table, Steph? That way, just to maintain Robert's Rules of Orders and do it the proper way.
So are we voting on this? Like,
We will be voting on it, yes. But we need the motion, then we have the comments or questions, then we can go from there. So do we have a motion?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second?
Okay, comments or questions?
okay.
The reasonable expenses can be anything from train tickets, they can be lunch, they can be dinner, depending on what happens. They can be hotel room expenses. Some of the meetings going into the evening, and depending on when some of those break up, it is not uncommon for people to stay in a hotel in the city. People do commute back and forth and take the train back and forth. It really depends on the level of engagement and involvement.
Are any of our board members that are going staying in a hotel?
I don't know.
Okay, well, it's Betty, Diana, you, Stephanie, and me.
Right. Are you staying in the hotel?
I'm not.
Okay, we haven't discussed it, so you're not staying, Stephanie, are you planning on staying in the hotel?
No, I'm actually going on Sunday for the communications workshop.
Okay.
That's from 1 to 4, and I'm coming home, and then I'm going Monday, and I'm coming home, because I just figured, it's our community commutes back and forth every single day to Manhattan people leave at 6 in the morning, people come home at 10 o'clock at night. For me to say, I'm gonna be there at 4 o'clock, and the convention registration starts at 7, and it opens up at 9 o'clock, for me to say, okay, well, I wanna stay over in the city, so I don't have to commute back and forth, is just fiscally irresponsible to do that. So I'm not staying over at all.
Okay.
Well, I disagree with that. I'm staying in the hotel, and there are sessions that start very early in the morning, and I'll stay there, attend the earlier sessions, stay there late.
The sessions start at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Some of them start at 8 o'clock,
That start at 8 o'clock.
and I also am staying, I'm a voting delegate, and so I'm staying. There are 2 delegate meetings which begin at 8 a.m., and I'm not making the commute, 6 o'clock,
And,
or driving, and having you pay for parking.
yeah, and the reality is that there are discounts afforded to school district members who do stay in the hotels. I am not planning on staying in a hotel. I do have a reservation in case one of the evening sessions, and there are evening sessions that can go till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. So, I still have that option available to me, but I'm not planning on it.
Thank you for answering that. Why is this on the agenda for a special meeting, though? That's my question, I don't
We
understand.
forgot to do it at the last meeting,
Okay.
so we were human. It's amazing.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Believe it or not, that's why there are erasers on pencils.
Okay.
Okay. So do we
We have a motion.
we have a motion? All those in favor? Great. I would like to ask for a motion to close.
Motion?
Do we have a second?
Second?
All those in favor? Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wonderful. We're able to take care of it.